Big debate in studio yesterday. Should Oklahoma have allowed John Mateer to play, or take it one step further? Should John Mateer have said, look, I get it. He's a competitor, but there was nothing in that game, and not taking anything away from Sark, Texas, Arch, special teams. They deserved to win that game. But it was clear, Paul, that Mateer was not ready or capable of competing at the John Mateer level we had seen over the first month of the season. And I wonder if it did more damage than good having a guy out there with the wrap. It started bleeding. That was the big debate in studio yesterday. Should John Mateer have played for Oklahoma?
It was a terrible decision by Brent Venables to play John Mateer. I didn't like it going in, because here is the reason why it was such a bad decision. They had to know Mateer was going to be severely limited. So they did two terrible things. They put him in harm's way, which he shouldn't have been in. Secondly, they cost themselves a great argument to the CFP if they ended up going 9-3 by saying, hey, listen, our biggest game of the year, we didn't have our best player. It's a similar argument that FSU did not win on, but they might very well have won on. And they got nothing out of it other than a black eye. And I hope Mateer is okay, but Michael Hawkins, couldn't have really been any worse. So they got nothing. They gained nothing. They lost everything. And now the schedule becomes very problematic. They have road games, if my memory is correct, at Tennessee and Alabama. How do you like those two?
You nailed it, because the committee takes things like that into the equation. And so if you say, like, oh, they didn't have the Heisman Trophy front run at the time, that goes as a little docket in their column. But the other thing is, with Hawkins, your game plan is set with what he's able to do. They know that. We know that. With Mateer, you've got a guy he freewheels it. I mean, he kind of does whatever the hell he wants. It's kind of his style. He's a gunslinger. And so now, perhaps the one game plan you went into the game with thinking that you were going to do with Hawkins gets completely flipped when Mateer starts practicing. We don't even know how much he practiced. But you almost throw a last-minute curveball at your team when everyone was under the impression, and probably even the team itself, that he was going to be out for an extensive period of time. I just thought, I don't know that I wouldn't have rushed him back. I mean, look, we're not the team doctors and we're not the head coach, but I didn't like it, and I thought it showed in the game yesterday. In a game which, by the way, Arch Manning, right now, that's the only game that matters. Arch beat Oklahoma, Texas beat Oklahoma, and they can reset their season.
Yeah, and for Brent Venables, I gave you the schedule. The Michigan win means very little right now after what happened with Michigan last night, and besides, he's 1-3 in the biggest game of the season. And Matt, we don't need to educate this audience. It's the smartest college football audience in the country watching this podcast, how important that game is.
I mean, it can be a reset. Season resets happen at the midway point of the season. We'll see if that's what that is for Texas, because again, confidence is everything in college football. And if you're a young team, you're a young quarterback, and everyone gets confidence after beating the 5th or 6th ranked team in the country, then look, you can grow on that. We'll see what they do with that victory, and we'll see what Oklahoma does now, because they were one of the good stories in the early part of the college football season.
You want this, you got that. No way, watch them walk right